Our topic for today is all about developing good work ethics. The assigned topic will mainly focus on the definition of work, but first, let us know what is work ethics. Work ethics is the principle that hard work is intrinsically virtuous or worthy of reward. It is a set of values centered on the importance of doing work and reflected especially in a desire or determination to hard work. It also emphasizes the moral benefits of work. In workplace, it is very important to have a safety and healthy relationship and environment for everyone. An organization that is perceived to act ethically by employees can realize positive benefits and improve business outcomes. An employee with good work ethics is dedicated in helping their employer achieve company goals. Work ethics is all about making work the center of attention in workplace and to have satisfaction and fulfillment in the end of the day. Here are some examples of the people with ethics at work and people without ethics at work. First, people with ethics at work. Obeying the company's rules, effective communication, taking responsibility, accountability, develop professional relationship, trust, respect for the colleagues at work, and work smarter. People without ethics at work are doesn't want to work hard, taking credit for others' hard work, verbal harassment or abuse, unmotivated to do work, corrupt policies, disrespecting work colleagues, and talking about other colleagues' personal life. Now, let's proceed to the definition of work. In daily activity, the term work means to do something that takes physical or mental effort in order. In Merriam-Webster, it is an activity in which one exerts strength or faculties to do or perform something. Something produced by the exercise of creative talent or expenditure of creative effort, artistic production. Work can also be associated with these words: industry, occupation, business, job, assignment, and enterprises. So basically, the word work has many meaning. It will depend on how you use it and how you define it. So in daily activity, for example, if nagsalita ka, it considered work. Or kapag nagwalis ka, it is considered work. It also says na ang work ay exercise of creative talent. So ang painting ay considered the work. But then, in business term, work can be associated in occupation, job, industry, assignment, or enterprises. In business, if we say work, it always connected to the money. But then again, work is not all about money. It is also the place you go every day. We always talk about going to work in the morning, and at the end of the day, we ask, how was work? So I think of work as being all the things that happen while you are working. The word work is broad. So basically, the term work is a general term that refers to all activities that one does.
Theological Meaning of Work by St. Thomas Aquinas. St. Thomas Aquinas was an Italian philosopher and theologian. He was born at Rocca Secca, Italy, wherein he was called as the Angelic Doctor. He later on called as the Damned Ox. He was one of the most influential medieval thinkers and scholasticism, and the father of the Gnostic school of theology. Theology, which means study of religion and beliefs, practice and experience. It examines the human experience of faith and how different people and cultures express it. It's one of the leading textbooks is what we call the Summa Theologica.
Theological meaning of work according to St. Thomas Aquinas. So first, let us know what is theological or from the word theology. So theology is the study of religious faith, practice, and experience. Ito ay nagmula sa dalawang salitang Griego na ang ibig sabihin ay pag-aaral tungkol sa Diyos. So, through theology, malalaman natin mainly kung sino si God, kung ano ang relasyon niya sa mundo, at kung ano ang relasyon niya sa tao. And St. Thomas Aquinas had this work or treatise entitled Summa Theologica. Well, Summa Theologica or ang tinatawag ring Summa ay isang systematic compendium or yung pinaka-brief summary ng theology. St. Thomas Aquinas wrote it between about 1265 and 1273. And it is actually divided into three parts that may be said to treat of God, man, and Christ. Which in Old Testament, it is said that God did not only create man, but He is also the author of work. Summa Theologica seeks to describe kung ano ba yung relasyon between God and man, and to explain how man's reconciliation with the divine ay naging posible sa pamamagitan ni Kristo. And from that Summa Theologica, sinabi niya doon na may apat na purposes ang work o trabaho. First, according to him, work provides for one's daily livelihood. Because other than people work to fulfill one's passion, we can't deny the fact that the main reason kung bakit tayo nagtatrabaho is for survival. We must survive in order for us to live and goes on with our lives. To provide and support for our necessities or even wants, or in simple words, work is a way of earning something like money for us to live, may it be for ourselves, for our family, or even sa ibang tao na binibigyan natin ng suporta. Because sinasabi dito na God calls us to work with Him in providing for people. Example na lamang is for fishermen who depend on the seas para sa kanilang livelihood, or even sa mga farmers na ang pinakang ikinakabuhay ay ang pagsasaka. Second is that it prevents idleness, which is the source of many evils. Through working or kapag may ginagawa ang isang tao, naiwasan natin makapag-isip ng mga bagay-bagay, especially those negative thoughts that may also push us to do that. Work made us occupied and busy that may result for us having no time to think of anything evil. Idleness or ang katamaran daw may result for us to think of harmful things. Di ba kapag wala tayong ginagawa, marami tayong naisip, maraming pumapasok sa ating isipan na mga masasamang bagay, like for example, mga problema that may also drive us to be stressed or do things na hindi kaaya-aya. Next is that it curbs the rebellious flesh. that yung work daw or kapag may pinagkakaabalahan tayo, it would restrain or hold us back to fight against something, especially with people or each other. Because working, hindi lang naman tayo nakafocus or hindi lang naman ito nakafocus sa trabaho mismo, but we are also given a chance to know those people we are working with. We will learn something from them and we will learn about ourselves through them. Diba, sinasabi na people are capable of doing both good and bad things, and through work is one way to suppress us doing some rebellious things. And last is it enables man to give aims from his material surplus. Through work, we are able to give aim or para makuha natin yung mga bagay na gusto natin. Not mainly the things that we need or yung tinatawag na luho. Sa pamamagitan ng pagtatrabaho, we may have the chance to possess material surplus. But there's nothing wrong with desiring certain material things. People work hard to achieve it, and so they deserve to enjoy it. Many people work with the purpose of achieving their goals, and one of it is to have material things. For St. Thomas Aquinas, man is called to serve God through his work, that people should work with diligence to his chosen work. We sometimes misinterpret that being called by God is something that only yung mga pastor, pari, nuns, or even missionaries lang ang gumagawa or nakaka-experience. But according to Bible, being called means everyone or lahat tayo is called to serve God by serving others. That helping or willingly serving others is a way of serving God, and we are most like God or Jesus whenever we do that.
Good day everyone. For the continuation of the report, let me discuss to you the human perspective of work. Work from a human perspective is something with a relevant and broader concept. Work as an object is a task needed to be done in a period of time. However, it could also refer to as the means for unleashing human potential, creativity, innovation, and spirit. It is essential to make human lives productive, worthwhile, and meaningful. It enables people to earn a living, gives them a means to participate in society, provides them with security, and gives them a sense of dignity. Work is thus inherently and intrinsically linked to human development. For individuals, work is an important feature in structuring personal and social identity, family and social bonds, ways of making money, and thereby accessing a number of essential and non-essential goods, services, and activities. Daily routines, level of activity, physical and mental well-being, self-confidence and self-esteem, a sense of self-worth provided by the feeling of contributing to society or the common good. Work or labor is intentional activity people perform to support themselves, others, or the needs and wants of a wider community. Alternatively, work can be viewed as the human activity that contributes, along with the other factors of production, towards the goods and services within an economy. So to sum it all up, work is an essential part of human lives. It is not something that we are obliged to do in order to make a living and continue to sustain our needs and wants in this lifetime. Imagine without the presence of work. Do you think you can still live your life up until now? Definitely no. So working is the key of living as it motivates your essential being. Do you want to achieve something or aim for success? Then you have to work for it. Not everything in this world could be given to you for free, not unless that you're lucky enough to even live without barely doing anything. Therefore, work in a human perspective may indeed be a general in context, but it is very precise in providing an essential use and benefits to human lives.
Good day everyone.
I am Christine Luisaga, and for the continuation of the discussion about developing good work ethic, I will going to discuss work and spiritual values together with my partner, Miss Tricia Ann Solito. First, let us define the meaning of work and spiritual values. Work and spiritual values is a key element of the broader social and cultural context to create conducive external environment for corporate and social responsibility. Those values are the integrative values of human soul consisting of altruistic, humanistic, personal, divine, and affective values leading to spiritual growth of personality. These are about individuals and organizations seeing work as a spiritual path, as an opportunity to grow and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. It can lead the organization into a better and productive environment. Work and spiritual values matter whether you are an employee or employer. When your works align with your values, it can help you find meaning in what you do daily at your job. Your career can have a deeper meaning than just putting money in bank account.
What is your perfect workplace? A positive workplace might have different details for everybody, but the result should be the same. An optimistic workforce with employees who feel empowered and enjoy coming to work. It means more collaboration, creativity, productivity, and profitability. The happier people are to be at work, the better customer service will be. The better the culture, the greater your company's reputation and recognition. Everybody wins in a positive workplace culture.
We all value different things in a relationship. Some of us value commitment, others value loyalty, and some a sense of humour. People value different qualities in the films they watch, the food they eat, the clothes they wear, and the cars they drive. Give a health-conscious person a big fat hamburger and tell them to eat it, and see what happens. They'll feel conflicted or disgusted because it doesn't match their values about food and health. Give the same hamburger to a junk food lover, and just see how their eyes light up. The same goes for jobs. Some jobs will match your values better than others. Some people need positive feedback about their work regularly. Others need to feel in charge of running the show. Others need autonomy to work alone, and others need to be in the spotlight to feel valued and appreciated. Some jobs offer security. Others offer opportunities for advancement. But they all involve a trade-off. If you've got job security but don't value it, then you're probably giving up something more important to you. Maybe you're sacrificing high salary for job security. Work that matches your values is more likely to fulfill and enrich you, not just at work, but outside of work. We spend so much of our lives at work that working in a job that's incompatible with our values can impact our happiness outside of work as well. So, what do you value most at work? Identify it and then seek it out.
So now, let us tackle the different work and spiritual values that we need to have in a workplace. First is, practice the Golden Rule. The Golden Rule is a timeless cross-cultural moral principle which denotes that you should treat others the same way you would like to be treated yourself. Companies know that relationships rather than transactions are what matters, something that is at the heart of the Golden Rule. Treat others like people, not numbers. We all know that everyone wants to be heard and nobody wants to be ignored. So you should ensure that you follow the Golden Rule in your interactions with others, and your decision-making process in a workplace is a simple way to keep your reputation intact. Practicing it can create better work environment. If everyone is treated fairly, everyone will be happier, more involved, and motivated to work. Next is guard your mouth. Guarding your mouth means that you need to be careful about how you speak or behave. You need to choose your words. There is a delicate balance between speaking up and keeping quiet, and you should master the art of knowing when, why, and how to do this. Remember that words can hurt, and even though they forgive you, people will always remember how you make them feel. The person might not say anything right then, but it could damage your relationship with him or her. Before speaking up, take a moment to think about the effect of your words. Control your tongue by thinking what you want, but saying only what is appropriate, because sometimes, especially when we are angry, we start to ramble or end up saying something we regret. So if you don't have anything useful to say, it is best to say nothing at all, because sometimes there is a beauty in silence. Stop the green jokes. Although having a sense of humor is generally viewed as a positive trait, green jokes in the workplace are inappropriate and may constitute sexual harassment. The fact is, just because green jokes humor is common, it doesn't mean that it is acceptable. It can be demeaning and reinforce negative stereotypes. Sometimes it may just be a poor choice of words with nothing behind it, but often, teasing and inappropriate jokes conceal a mean-spirited attempt to put a coworker or staff member down. In either case, green jokes can quickly become problematic in the work environment and considered actionable harassment. Employers and employees should understand that there are clear lines between humor and harassment in the workplace. Practice ethical behavior. Ethical behavior is the legal and moral code guiding employee behavior. Being professional requires more than wearing a nice suit. It requires ethical behavior that drives interactions with other employees, customers, and leadership. An organization that is perceived to act ethically by employees can realize positive benefits and improve business outcomes. The perception of ethical behavior can increase employees' performance, job satisfaction, organizational commitment, trust, and organizational citizenship behaviors. It ensures maximum productivity output at work and could be pivotal for career growth. It is important to understand that ethical behavior in the workplace can stimulate positive employee behavior that lead to organizational growth. So next is learn to forgive. Improved well-being and productivity in professional setting can improve workplace performance by freeing our minds of emotional constraints that allows for greater concentration and focus on the task at hand. By releasing our anger and resentment, we are freeing ourselves of the potential isolation, low self-esteem, and poor self-care that can drive stress-related illnesses. Forgiveness can undeniably increase the quality of work relationships and bind teams together in honest disclosure. It takes practice, patience, and humility that can help employees to become aware of their mistakes and know their employer will help them conquer them and build skills to avoid making the same mistakes again. Relationships could be truer and stronger, and this leads to a more connected culture where interactions and collaboration become more deeper and meaningful. Be generous. Being generous makes everyone happy, increases gratitude, inspires more giving, makes us more well-liked, grows and strengthens networks, enjoy greater happiness and good health. People in the workplace need to practice giving to each other so everyone has the chance to succeed. Generosity breeds motivation and a friendly environment. If everyone practices giving selflessly, then work becomes a good place to be. Creating a culture of giving is great for employers and employees. Building a sustainably collaborative culture is good for companies. It makes companies more efficient, innovative, and productive. It increases profitability and revenue. It improves customer satisfaction and retention. It's the classic win over win. Next is respect superiors and co-workers. Respect is a feeling when you treat someone well for their qualities or character traits. It can be a manifestation of dignity towards people. Respect should be the norm in the workplace regardless of personal feelings. It is one of the most important traits in the workplace because it creates a positive work culture for you and your coworkers and superiors to accomplish goals together. On the other hand, respecting the person who is managing your position is one way to help you stay focused. Encourage teamwork. Nothing kills a team more than disrespect for management. It also precedents and can set the tone for how other people interact with the boss and each other. A respectful environment reduces workplace stress, problems, and conflicts. It helps in improving communication, which increases everyone's satisfaction. Be considerate. Being considerate means taking the time to think about how other feels. To be truly considerate, you had to know how to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to have tact, and to be kind and gracious. Sometimes, we can get caught in our own needs and wants and can forget that there are people around who may be hurt or offended by our actions. Making decisions to be considerate can help us be aware of the people around us while still asserting our needs. Being a considerate employee and coworker should be given in the workplace. It fosters a positive work environment which results in boosted morale and better results too. It is a key part of being in the workplace and makes the person concerned feel loved and respected.
I am Trisha Ann M. Solito, and this is the continuation of Work and Spiritual Values. Perform your work and fulfill your duties to the best of your ability. Be good in your work and perform the tasks and duties that is applicable to your work. And also, do your best and give your heart to the things that you are doing in the workplace. This will help to improve the workplace. Be a grateful person. Doing your best in a way of being thankful for the work that you have, and say thank you to the person who appreciate what you're doing in the workplace. This will help to improve relationship with your co-workers in one company. Do not bring the problems at home to the workplace or vice versa. You should not bring your problems at home to your workplace or vice versa because it can make a distraction to you and you may be able not to do your works properly. Be an inspiration to others. Doing great at your workplace and show good things will help to become an inspiration to others. When they see good things that you do, they may be inspired and do the same things that will help your company. Read the Bible every day. Reading the Bible every day will help one person to grow and have an additional knowledge. By reading the Bible, it will give us to get the energy to go to work and spend time with family and friends. It will also give us a life-changing lesson that we can adapt and use on our workplace. Develop a personal relationship with God. Prayer is one way to develop a personal relationship with God. Developing relationship with God will give us a relief and peace of mind, and also it will help us to do good things in our workplace and inspire other people. Smile and enjoy your work. Even you have a hard time in your work, just smile and enjoy it. Be happy and do all your best in your work.
To So earlier we learned about the work and spiritual values, and now let's proceed to the basic duties of employers. Again, good day everyone. I am Julian Llamas, and together with me is Miss Rosemary Colopano, and we will discuss the 10 basic duties of the employers. But first, who are the employers? According to Susan Healthfit 2020, an employer is an individual or an organization that has an employees. They are the one who gives work to the employees, and they also direct the work by dictating where, when, and how the work should be accomplished. While according to Sunaha 2020, an employer is a person or sometimes a business that employs people in exchange of a specific amount of money, also known as salary. After hiring and assigning works to the employees, it is one of the roles of the employers to give them salary in return of the services that they have done for the company. So now, let's begin with the 10 basic duties of employers. First is respect the dignity of the workers. As employers, they must treat the employees in a polite and kind way. They must also respect the beliefs, opinions, and suggestions of everyone, because through that, they can have a healthy relationship with the employees. Moreover, having respect with the workers is very important because it can promote a positive working environment wherein the employees can be more inspired to give all of their best to accomplish their works that will contribute to the success of the company. Second is to appreciate their works. The employer should recognize and appreciate the works of their employees because they all deserve it. They sacrifice and work hard to be able to accomplish their tasks. That is why when the employers appreciate their works, it will serve as their motivation to keep up the good work and to give all of their best in everything that they do. Third is to never treat them as slaves for making money. The employers hired the applicants and became their employees, but it does not mean that they have the power to give all the works to them, because they are also human that needs to take a rest. They must respect and treat all of their employees equally. Treating all the employees well can make them stay and will be more motivated to contribute for the success of the company. Next is to never assign them tasks beyond their strength, nor employ them in work not suited to their age or gender. One of the keys to finish the works quickly in an organization is to assign the employees in the tasks that are perfectly fit to the abilities and skills that they have. Also, as an employer, they must not employ their employees in a work that are not suited to their age or gender, because if there is something happen to their workers, it is their responsibility. Fifth is to give the employees commensurate and fair wages. It is one of the duties of the employers to give their employees equal pay for equal work. Giving commensurate and fair wages to all the employees can inspire and motivate them to finish their tasks diligently and will surely stay in the company.
Good day, everyone. Now, I will continue the remaining topic about the basic duties of employers that have been discussed by Ms. Llamas. But before that, let's go back what are those duties that have been discussed. First, respect the dignity of the workers. Second, appreciate their work. Third, never treat them as a slave for making money. Fourth, never assign them tasks beyond their strength, nor employ them in work not suited to their age or gender. Fifth, give them commensurate and fair wages. Now, the remaining 10 basic duties of employers are the following.
Number 6. Provide for their health and social recreation. No matter how big or small the business is, The employees are the company's greatest asset. If the employees are stuck in the cubicle all day, their productivity is bound to fall. So, as an employer, their duty is to always encourage their employees to move around and have fun. Providing for their health and social recreation also will enable their employees to stay motivated and refreshed throughout the day. It's also useful to improve the work culture in the organization, wherein it helps in breaking the ice between the employees and the employer, making the workplace more relaxed and enjoyable for everybody. It will definitely build a better workplace and have a positive impact on the employees through making them keeping the work become less stress and productivity will increase. Number 7. Provide for them time to practice their religion. Businesses are made up of employees from various ethnic, racial, and religious backgrounds. With such a diverse work environment, it is important for the companies to make sure that they don't discriminate against certain employees and take care to give them the freedom to observe religious commitment. The employer is required to provide their employees with such accommodation unless it would impose an undue hardship or unnecessary burden of the employer's business. Providing time for their employees to practice their religion is really good because it will help them how to behave inside their workplace, wherein they will have a good commitment with each other. Number 8. Instruct them on how to use their money wisely. Employers are becoming increasingly aware of how personal financial difficulty is affecting performance at work. So as a leader, they have a duty to teach their employees to learn about managing their finances, like retirement planning and budgeting, so they can hopefully put a great financial plan in place and it will reduce their financial problem. Ito ay makatutulong para sa mga empleyado para maging productive sila na kung saan ay magiging less distracted sila sa kanilang trabaho and it will increase their ability to communicate and cooperate effectively. Through the help of employees can also have useful life skills na kung saan makakahanap sila ng magandang oportunidad beyond the company they are working. Number 9. Instruct them to love their family. Instructing their employees to love their family is a good duty because it is very helpful for the employees to have work-life balance na kung saan hindi sila mawawalan ng magandang samahan ng isang pamilya. And when you have a good work-life balance, you are more likely to have the mental and emotional energy to work, and it also gives your whole family the loving attention they need, especially their children, to develop, learn, and feel that they are loved throughout their growth, despite their parents are busy with their works. Number 10. Provide them with opportunities for promotion. Sa isang trabaho, napakahalaga ang pagkakaroon ng employee promotion na kung saan it is one of the main goals of employees working hard. In promotion of employee involves an increase in salary, position, responsibilities, status, and benefits. This aspect of job drives employee the most, the ultimate reward for dedication and loyalty towards the organization. Thus, when employers don't fulfill this expectation, they end up losing employees.
So, good day everyone. My name is Chersen Flores, and for the continuation of our topic, I'm going to discuss about the basic duties of the workers. So, how they should act as a worker and what kind of ethics and values they should perform inside the workplace. Okay, number 1, work honestly and comply with all agreements. Of course, as a worker, you have the obligations to do all the responsibilities as an employee. But of course, you are not only responsible for all the tasks given to you by your employer. You are also have to work with all your heart, with all honesty and integrity, because if you do that, you're not only voicing out the truth, but also you are earning trust with all the people surround you, especially the company you work in. So as a worker, just do your task and be honest with your work, because honesty can keep you safe. Number 2, never endure capital or steal from the employer. Aside from being loyal or honest worker, you are also responsible to help the company earn and not to injure the company's money or steal from your employer. It is clear to everyone that stealing is wrong. Ito ay maling-mali, batas ng tao, lalo tigit sa batas ng Diyos. And as a worker, we applied for the position to have work, to earn money for our financial needs, and to help the company grow. And don't ever put in mind the word stealing, because it is not the right way if you really need money. Because stealing can make your life easy, but it makes your life messy. It may ruin your life and your career. Okay, next. Number 3, never outrage the person of the employer. So, as a worker or employee, of course, you're not applied for the position just to make enemy or to make any trouble with your co-worker. You applied for the position to be one of them, to be part of the company, to be part of the team with a common goal. Yes, sometimes hindi natin may iwasan ang magkaroon ng misunderstanding o magalit sa isang tao o katrabaho. But it is better if it is solved as early as possible upang hindi na lumala pa. So it will not affect in the work or with the responsibilities as a worker. Okay, next. Number 4, never employ deceit nor violence in presenting a cause. Like what I've said earlier, as a worker, just be honest and you will be safe. Be professional worker and don't ever deceive someone by presenting wrong information just to get what you want. Because ang pandaraya or ang pagsisinungaling, especially in your work, will not bring you to a successful life, but it will bring you down. It may ruin your life and your career at posibleng mawalan ng tiwala ang mga taong nakapaligid sa iyo, especially the company you work in. Okay, last number. Never consult with agitators or men of evil principles. When we see agitators, these are the people na may masasamang gawain. Nakukuha nila ang kanilang gusto sa paraan na mali. And as a worker, if you want to get something in your work, like if you want to reach the position you really want, don't ever drag yourself with a group of people who have evil principles. Because maaring ikapahamak mo, or worse, it may ruin your life, especially your career. So if you want to achieve something, just work hard. Or you can call some help for the people who have good principles or who have good intentions rather than people who have evil principles. Or else, maaaring mawala lahat ng pinaghirapan mo in just one snap. So, these are the basic duties of the workers. Aside from doing all the tasks given by their employer, workers are also responsible to do good things or to perform with ethics and values inside or outside the workplace. So, this is the end of our report about developing good work ethic. And sana ay may naunawaan kayo sa aming presentasyon tungkol sa aming reporting.